Hey, Bistro fans, it's Jill here. It's another Saturday Night Live. Today is Saturday, April 10th. Can you believe we're already like mid-April? I feel like we've missed you guys. It's been a couple weeks. So last week we took off. It was April 3rd, so it was Easter Eve. So we had some family activities. So we took the evening off from our live, but we're back. It's we got a good lineup tonight. We have a lot of things happening. I have a whole list in front of me of everything we need to go over to keep you guys in the loop as to what's happening. Delilah's with me here. She's on the back side. You want to come over and say hi? So if you guys have questions, she's able to answer those. You're welcome to put it in the comments below. I'll see them on my end. Plus, Delilah is able to get answers for you guys. Put them right there under your message and your comment to keep you in the loop if you have questions or are not sure. So across the screen, I kind of have a fun little ticker scrolling of what we're going to cover tonight. If you're here with me, say hello. It was a nice day out. What were you guys doing today? Hopefully you were able to get outside, maybe get some yard work done, take a nice walk with the dogs. I don't think it was too hot for that yet. I know tomorrow it's supposed to be a little colder. Tomorrow might be some interactive toys or inside chews. Just keep your dog busy for the weekend. Maybe some house cleaning, right? All right. Looks like Kristen, Teresa, and Andrea are all here with us. Hello. Glad you guys are joining. What have you guys been doing this weekend? Let us know. Fill us in. So we have kind of a lineup tonight of everything that's happening going into April. It's already 10 days in, so this year's already flying by. Oh, good. We have some other folks joining us. Sarah and Shannon and Misty are all here. Hey, guys. Glad you're joining us. Teresa says she took the dogs for a nice long walk and went for a bike ride. It's a good thing to do. It was probably a good day for a bike ride. A little bit of breeze out there. It looks like some clouds are rolling in, possibly some rain coming tonight. Hey, Janet, glad you're here with us. All right, so tonight I'm actually going to share my screen here. We have our monthly April savings and deals happening. So with our loyalty program, we have some really awesome, fabulous in-store savings. Some of these savings are also online, so I'll let you guys know which ones are online as well. I'm just going to zoom in here. And we're going to start with one of our fan favorites, Primal. So for the month of April, they have a deal rolling. And unfortunately, this one is for in-store only. This is either any 14-ounce freeze-dried. So this is cat or dog. If you have tried the Primal freeze-dried before, raise your hand. Let us know who has tried the Primal freeze-dried. So I grabbed a bag. This is the canine beef. They have several different flavors, cat and dog. This is the beef and salmon for kitties. Some of you lucky folks had some freebies or won a bag of the Primal probably back in January. If you've tried it with your cats or dogs, you know that it's a fan favorite. Do we have an open? I thought I saw an open nugget over there. Did you have an open nugget?
Jennifer did.
But
it's kind of smushed.
We just grab me a new one then. So if you haven't tried the Primal nuggets before, I'm going to show you here what they look like. So they are a rectangular shaped nugget.
We're running low on the doggy ones. So
Perfect. So cat, we have, oh goodness, how many flavors are there of cat, Delilah? There's beef and salmon, chicken and salmon, turkey, rabbit, pork, venison, and duck. Did I name them all? I think I got them all. So both the cat and dog. So if you have not tried Primal before, so Primal has, we have a lot of frozen Primal items. And the freeze-dried nuggets, they're this little rectangular nugget. It's exactly like what their frozen product is. So the freeze-dried is essentially their frozen product minus the moisture. And then the 1 ounce nuggets here are frozen 1 ounce nuggets are freeze-dried. So they take the moisture out, which means they're shelf stable. It's great. You could take them camping. You could take it if you're going for a long weekend. If you feed raw and you're going on an overnight trip, you could take this little guy in place of it so you don't have to worry about a cooler or having a fridge or a freezer or any of that stuff if you're traveling. We also use these most often to encourage them as food toppers. So Jen here has this one all crumbled into little pieces in the bag. And you can take these little pieces and then sprinkle them over top of your kibble or frozen food. I have a cat. He's obsessed with these guys, and we call him his sprinkles. So a lot of times he eats raw, but he always asks for like something a little extra to go on top of his meal. We also, my package is upside down here. We also use these as something to go in his interactive bowl. So our cat actually he has a round bowl that has holes in it, and he paws out the pieces for himself. So we make him do a little bit of extra work for it. But Primal this month, for the month of April, if you purchase any size or any flavor of the large 14-ounce freeze-dried, you will get one of the Elixirs, frozen Elixirs for free. So we have the green smoothie. We have the squash, which is great for digestion. The green smoothie is fantastic for immune system support. And then we also have the mussels, which is great for hips and joints and omegas. All three of those also have pork bone broth mixed into that, which is great for liver support, hydration, rebuilding essential minerals. And it's just really, really full of different nutrition. Great for leaky gut support. And then they also add probiotics. So really, again, just going back, supporting the gut. Bone broth has always been known as a gut support nutritive liquid. It's like liquid gold. I actually make my own bone broth, and we use it when we make rice, or if we make quinoa, or if we make a chicken dish that needs, a sauce. I'll actually just heat it up and drink it on my own as well. Like in the morning, instead of drinking coffee, I know I'm one of those strange ones. I do not like coffee. So I usually drink either a homemade chai tea, or I'll make bone broth. Bone broth is kind of like my warm drink beverage in the morning. So great poll here. Who's a coffee drinker, right? It might be something that you could replace in the morning, is trying a cup of warm bone broth. So this is our monthly special. You can actually get up to 6 free Elixirs over the month of April. So if this is a fan favorite, or you need to stock up, if you buy one cat, one dog, you'll get 2 free Elixirs. So you can have several. Most often, some of these manufacturers' deals, you can only get 1 freebie, whatever that free item is. But Primal is allowing up to 6. So awesome. Let's see here. Andrea says, same. Coffee smells good, but not a fan. I agree. Like, even as a kid, my mom would go to our neighbor's house. So we were really great friends with our neighbor. And they would sit over there. Like, this is back in the day. This is before you had like your phone to scroll through all day to waste time, right? So we would go to our neighbor's house, and they would sit around the table and just have their daily convo, drinking coffee. And even as a kid, I would take a little sip, and I was just like, oh my God. Even as a kid, I didn't like the taste of it. As I got older, I still didn't like the taste. So I'm all about hot tea, or I'll drink nettle tea hot, or I'll drink, like I said, I make a homemade chai tea, bone broth. It's nice having something warm. I like something warm and hot to drink, especially during the winter months, but coffee's just not my jam. It's just that and beer. Ugh. And maybe those two things go together. I don't know. Okay, so Elixirs. You can see here, there's some new packaging on my screen here. So Elixirs, you guys are used to the tubs, the plastic tubs. They're square. They come in a couple different sizes. So Primal has repackaged them. They are the same thing. And I will give you a little background information here. The FDA did not like the word elixir. So they had to go back to the drawing board, and they are now just called fresh toppers or toppers. So you can still see they say the awesome squash, the power greens, and the omega mussels, but the word elixir is now removed. I guess that sounded like too much old-timey medicine jargon. So they had to go back to the drawing board. They were still having some issues with their plastic containers cracking, which is not uncommon, especially when you have, a case of the containers and they're stacked and they get jostled and, they get moved around. Obviously, our distributor has to put them on a truck that puts them into a frozen crate that then brings them to us, and then they have to unload them and the whole 9 yards. They thought they had the problem solved with switching to a different type of container, but still an issue. So you will now see they are going to be coming in the paper containers, kind of like what Green Juju uses. So if you've purchased the Green Juju products before, it's going to be very similar. No ingredient changes have happened. No sizing changes have happened. They are still 16 ounce and 32 ounce. You're just going to see a little bit different packaging and obviously name change, but still awesome. So those are still trickling in from the warehouse. We still do have some of the plastic Elixir containers. So you might get an Elixir for free, or you might get the fresh food topper for free, or fresh toppers is what they're now calling them. So not to be confused by the Butcher's Blend topper, which are the small little meaty chunks, but no less, we will get you guys the free topper when you purchase the 14 ounce freeze dried. Do you have any questions here? I see a bunch of comments coming in. Cindy's joining us. Hey, Cindy. Jennifer, welcome. Glad you're here tonight. So
no questions so far.
Jennifer says her dogs are divas, it sounds like. Cindy says her dogs love the squash flavored toppers. Haven't tried the other flavors yet. Well, this might be a good time to try some of the other flavors. Awesome. If you guys have any questions about the Primal, let me know. So that is happening in store the entire month of April. Great way to stock up if you're looking for traveling later on in the summer. Or, you know what? This is the other thing. I know this is, I don't think we're going to have another pandemic happen anytime in the future, but I always say it's great to have a bag of something like freeze dried on hand. If your freezer goes out or the power goes out and you don't want to open your freezer, you want to make sure everything stays frozen. If by chance you have to leave like your house and it's emergency or, something of that, I know typically we don't have emergencies, but if there was an emergency that you had to leave quickly, whether it was a flood or power outage or fire or something of that nature, if you could take some of these freeze dried and toss them in kind of a grab and go box, that would be a great way to use these. Expiration date is, most of these are middle to late 2022. So you have a good year and a half shelf life. You probably even have 6 months after that, but you could still take them out and rotate. So in a year, maybe take them out, use them as treats, feed them interactive toys, and put a new bag back in your grab and go box. So another great thing to have on hand, just in case you ever need it.
Here it comes.
Teresa, I think I just answered that for you. Shelf life, you're looking at 2022 and later. So, Beverly and Zeke and Robert, hello. Safe travels. We'll see you guys soon. All right, so we're going to move on to the next item. We talked about the flea and tick products a little bit a couple weeks ago. That's when I had Lewis helping me back in March. So giving you guys kind of a quick update on what's happening with the flea and tick. So Earth Animal for the month of April, they have if you purchase an internal flea and tick product, preventative, so that is either of the powders, and then they also have their tincture drops there. If you purchase any one of those, you can get one of the spot-ons or the flea collars. So I'm looking at them right now. So flea collars and spot-ons, we have both cat and dog. And then for the dog, they range in size, small, medium, large, depending on the size of your dog. And then the powders and the internal powders and the tincture is also you give how much is based on your pet's weight. So those are something you can use throughout the summer months. They have buy any one internal supplement, get one collar or spot on free. And I believe you can redeem up to 3 of them. So if you have multiple pets, that is a great way. Or if you want something to get you through the summer months, you could purchase, preemptively purchase what you need for the summer and then get the other products as well. So the spot-ons, you get 3 of them in a package. So that treats one animal for 3 months. And then the collars we will double check on those, Jalila. I want to say they're good for 90 days. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're 3 months.
So the collars would give you a 3-month supply as well.
Yeah, effective for
3 months, perfect. All right, and it looks like the rain has arrived. It is
Yep,
now
it is.
downpouring. You guys might be able to hear a little bit of the rumble happening behind us here. All right, so moving on, Nulo. This is freeze dried. You guys, we've had some really awesome promotions with Nulo, and they're freeze dried. They have a cat and dog freeze dried, which my cats go bananas over their freeze dried. So this is by any one size freeze dried. They also have a variety of flavors. So cat, they have 2 flavors. They have a chicken and salmon and a duck and turkey. And then for dog, they have a beef, a duck, a turkey, a chicken, and a lamb. Do they have chicken? I feel like it's a different flavor. It's a duck, beef, turkey, because the turkey's mixed with salmon, lamb, and beef. They don't have a chicken for cat or for dogs. They only have the chicken for cats.
Yeah. Salmon and turkey and then lamb. Yeah.
Okay, so if you purchase any size of freeze-dried for cat or dog, you get 2 meaty pouches. And you can pick whatever meaty pouches you want. So the meaty pouches we had as a daily deal back in December. If you've tried them, they are not complete and balanced, but they have broth in them along with just a few simple ingredients, anywhere from 3 to 5 ingredients. Jalila just handed me the cat one. This is sardine and beef in broth. So it's sardine broth, beef, and beef broth. It's very simple. It's great to pour over food. It's great to take on a hike as a snack. You can use it if your dog goes to daycare. You could use it as a midday lunch type snack. These are really great. They're quick and simple. They're low calorie. You can feed it on its own or mix it in or however you want to use it. It's a great way to add maybe some different proteins into the diet as well. So if you want something mixed in, these are great for that. So we have buy freeze dried, get 2 meaty pouches. I only have 1 here, but you get 2 meaty pouches when you buy freeze dried. All right, Teresa's asking, she has a quick question here. She is asking, is the Nulo complete or just a topper? So the freeze dried is a complete and balanced meal. So if you have a little dog or if you have a picky dog or traveling, any way that you would use the primal freeze dried, you could use the Nulo freeze dried. So the main difference is you can see here that the Nulo freeze dried pieces, they're in smaller bite-sized pieces. And they do have a little bit of different flavor options than primal. A little bit different ingredients as well. But yes, freeze dried is complete and balanced. It's the primal, it's the Nulo pouches that are not complete and balanced. Primal freeze dried is also complete and balanced. So just good question on that. That would be excellent.
Jennifer also asked, I believe she's referring to the mix-in, like the earth animal powders.
Jennifer Moore. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I see it there. Does the mix-in have any flavor? Jennifer, can you just verify that it's the earth animal that you're asking about on the flea and tick powders? I just want to make sure. Because that's the only thing that would make sense as to what you're asking. But if you can verify, I will definitely get that answered for you. Thank you. Oh, yep, there she said, yes, the earth animal. So Jennifer is asking we're going to back up here for a hot second, on the earth animal, if it has any flavor. So would you mind going and grabbing the 2 mix-ins for me? So I will tell you that, yes, they all do have kind of a flavor. They're herby flavored. They are herbal based. The drop, do we have any of the drops down the aisle? Or are we sold out? Looks like we're sold out of the flea and tick drops right now. But the drops are going to be a little bit more astringent. If I remember right, it has like neem and tobacco and
I think there's a little bit of alcohol in it.
yeah, it is an alcohol based tincture. So it is a little bit more astringent tasting, but it's going to have more of an herby flavor. So there's 2 different powders. One is yeast free and one has nutritional yeast. So the nutritional yeast, if you guys have never had nutritional yeast, it has kind of like a nutty, buttery flavor to it. So if you have a picky dog, the nutritional yeast option might work for you as long as you're not dealing with yeast issues. This one is, and it has chicken liver in it. So chicken liver could be the ticket, as long as your dog doesn't have chicken allergies. And then the yeast-free one is going to taste more like greens, your like smoothies, your bitter green smoothies. So it has alfalfa, garlic, spirulina, kelp, papaya, neem, nettles, and hawthorn. So if your dogs go out, dogs and cats, if they're out in the yard munching on grass and greens and different things like that, I can't imagine this would be too big of an issue if you had to mix it in. Some animals you have to start with a pinch. If you have a picky pants at home, maybe start with a pinch of the powder, gradually increase until you get to a point that you have the recommended dosage in the bowl. The other option is if you did the tincture, you could just squirt it in their mouth and not give them the option to pick around it in their food bowl. So that would be another option as well. Thank you. Beverly is saying, yes, I love the Earth Animal products. Yay. All right. And it looks like Teresa is going to be doing some traveling in June, so she might be stocking up on some of the freeze-dried to take. That would be good. And then Jennifer Wheat says that her dogs take the Earth Animal, no problem. She just puts it on the food. So, sometimes the picky dogs, you just got to kind of play around with it. Jennifer Moore, I know sometimes you do raw with them, or mainly raw. So you could also make like a meatball. So take a little bit of the food, roll a meatball, and actually put like a divot or an imprint and pour the powder into the middle and cover it back up. Again, some dogs that are really picky will pick that apart and spit out the powder. Other dogs that are more hoovers and just swallow things whole, you could pretty much get that down them pretty quickly by making a little meatball and making a little center and covering it back up. So that's an option too. All righty, here we have, let's go over here first on the flyer. So we have our Reusable product. So if you have kitties at home and you are maybe looking for a new style litter, Reusable here, we have in stock their tea potty. So this is an hinoki wood and green tea litter. It is pellet based. You can see it here along the front. It is, it's a pellet based litter. I will tell you, this is totally a preference kind of litter. So I have multiple cats. I personally don't care for pellet style litter, just because my cats always tend to pee in the same spot in the box, and then it kind of clumps in that one corner. However, if you have one or two cats or you have 2 and 3 litter boxes, this would be an excellent choice. My cats will use it. They don't have a problem. It more or less comes down to my preference. But if you need to try something different, or you're looking for a sustainable litter that's responsibly sourced, this might be it. It comes in 2 different size packages. We have $3 and $5 off right now. So this package is 6.7 pounds. It's $3 off. It lasts, this actually goes a long way. So they say with one cat, this bag will last 30 days. So that's actually a pretty excellent value. Will you look up real quick and tell me the price on the 6.7 pound bag? And you also get a free, of course, Ruva Pink Litter Lifter Scoop. So if you are not familiar with the Litter Lifter products, we do carry the Litter Lifter products. They come in multiple different colors: purple, blue, gray, lime green, yellow. I think those are most of the colors that I've seen. But this type of scoop is great to go along with the pellet litter. So this type of scoop is also used, you can use it in a clumping, with a clumping litter. But if you have a lot of little pieces, or your cat goes to town digging to, through the box and the floor to the basement like mine does, and sometimes the pieces in the litter box become, the scoops become kind of crumbles, this can be really difficult to actually get all those little pieces out. So the way that the backside here, you can see that the tines, or like the lines between each, are a little bit wider. So the pellets fall back through, and you're essentially scooping if there's any clumps, and then stool out of the box to clean it up and freshen it up for your kitty. What do we got for price on the 6.75 pound? 6.7 pound?
That is $19.99.
All right, so it's $19.99 for this size bag. That's the 6.7 pound bag. You get $3 off. You get a free scoop, which, what's the price on the litter lifter scoops? I want to say they're like a $10 value. And then you get, this one bag will last your one cat for 30 days. So that's actually pretty great. A lot of the more natural litters, they have a longer litter box lifespan rather than like your newspapers and things like that. Oh man, those get stinky pretty quick, and you're replacing it often, way more often than once every 30 days. That's for sure.
I don't think we have that one in the system.
We should have the litter lifter with like the holder.
Lifter.
Yeah, there you go.
Litter lifter handy holder.
Yep.
$14.99.
Yep. So the scoops are about a $10 value. So that's pretty cool. Save $3 and get a free scoop. I'm gonna give this back to you. All right. Next up, we have one more thing.
Teresa had a quick question. She said,
"Thank you.
Would this litter be safe for her bunny? She uses pellet litter in his box."
I don't see why it wouldn't be safe. So it's a hinoki wood and green tea. It's very simple. It's clay free. So if you're using pellets already, most pellets aren't in a clay form. Most pellets are either wood or pine or walnut. So I don't see why that wouldn't be safe for your bunny to use. So if you use it and try it, let me know. I do know, if I remember right, I'll have to ask Lewis, but if I remember right, we had a previous employee who actually used most of our litters for her bunnies. She actually had 2 bunnies. And if I remember right, Teresa, she actually did use the Ruva on occasion. So I don't see why it wouldn't be safe for your bunny. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have our Inception Treats, which are from our friends over at Signature. So if you're familiar with the Signature brand, they also have the Inception line. We have, is there 3 or 4 flavors total? 3? 4. There's 4 flavors total of the Inception Treats. There's a fish flavor. There's a blend here. This is chicken and pork. And then there's chicken on its own and pork on its own. And we love these treats. Again, this was another, didn't we have these for daily deal? These treats are great because they're in this like clover shape. So you can take and break them apart for little dogs, or if you're doing training and you need something smaller. They're limited ingredient treats. They are 22 calories per treat, but if you're breaking them down, you can get 7 or 8 calories per bite size then. So this is the fish one. It's whitefish millet, Milo oats, mixed tocopherols, which is a natural preservative. So these guys right now are buy one, get one free. And these are $6.99 per package, I believe.
I believe so.
So great value. You're basically getting,
$6.99.
yeah, they're 12-ounce packages. So you're getting 2 packages for $6.99. That's actually a fantastic buy, especially if you have multiple pets in your house or you're looking for something new for them. All right. And then we also have one other freeze-dried option. This month must be the month of freeze-dried. So we have the Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend. Dr. Marty's comes in 2 different sizes, a 6-ounce or 16-ounce. And these guys are, they're a blend. So they only have one flavor. Like where Primal and Nulo, we had chicken and beef and lamb and duck. And we had all these variety of flavors where Dr. Marty's, he blends turkey, beef, salmon, and duck all together along with some fruits and veggies. And then they're actually, these are about the size of Nulo pellets. There's not a window on this bag, but these are about the size of the Nulo pellets. And then he has a small breed package as well, which has their pieces are about half the size of the Nulo. So they're really tiny, especially if you have a little dog or if you are using them for training. They're really great for training. So right now, any size 16-ounce or larger is $5 off on the Nature's Blend. So that's either the small breed or the regular size. You get $5 off. So great value on those. Again, another great way to try something different. I know Dr. Marty sold through his online store for a very long time before he came into retail store. So This one's actually been popular. We have a lot of folks that come in and request it and actually ask for it. So it's pretty cool. And then, of course, we have our Bistro Bags. So I know you guys are all big fans of our Pet Beastro reusable bags. Lily has them set aside over here for me. So we've had our super fun, awesome, colorful Bistro bag for quite some time. This one's a fan favorite. They retail for $4.99, but we have them on sale for the entire month of April for $2.49. We also launched at Small Business Weekend last year. We launched our canvas bag. So our canvas bag is really fun. It's a like all natural canvas, and then it has a screen print on each side. So these are a smaller size bag. They are also $4.99, but we do have them also half off for $2.49. Great if you're picking up, if you're going to the grocery store for a small trip. Or if you're picking up some cans. This one's super durable as well, just like our other one. Jalila has some other things in the work for next year, so hold tight. But these guys are $2.49 for the entire month of April. They are also discounted online. So if you go to our online shop, if you're placing an online order, they are automatically discounted. So let's see here. I'm going to go to our website real quick. I will show you the fastest way to get to that is if you, there we go. So on our online store over here, if you click on Earth Day where it says we'll plant a tree, if you click here, you'll get both of the packages or both of the reusable bags right there, super quick. Go over here, you can add it to your cart. You can select either one. You can pick multiples. You can buy as many as you would like. They are all going to be half off at the $2.49 price for the month of April. So you can go and stock up if you need to. I know we have lots of our fans have more than one shopping bag, and we appreciate that. Just one more way to try and help Mother Earth. Okay, so let's see here. What else do we have? I think that was wrapped up our flyer. We'll get back over to that. Just verify here. Okay, so that covers everything that we have going on in store for the month of April. I know we have some other specials that are happening. So Wonderside is 20% off. We talked about that at the end of March. We have a little flea and tick end cap here by the registers. The Wonderside, so that is your ready to use, yard and garden. The concentrates, so you could reuse those if you are going to spray your yard all summer long. We have the lemongrass, the cedarwood, peppermint, and rosemary. Are we low on peppermint? Okay, we're low on peppermint. We're waiting for another restock, but we have the other scents are all in stock. Those come in a 4-ounce, a 16-ounce, and a 32-ounce bottle. I think we also have the 1 gallon in stock of the lemongrass. So if you use it often, like we took a gallon home of the peppermint. I know I told you peppermint's my favorite. But we took a gallon of that home just because we use that on the perimeter of our patio and our deck when we sit outside in the summer months. I know Lewis has some concentrate at home. He's getting ready to spray it on the backyard again. We did it last year and we saw a pretty big reduction in mosquitoes and all the pesky bugs that bug you when you're trying to sit outside at dusk. So we're going to be doing that again. So that is also 20% off online. I put the promo code up there. So when you're at checkout, you need to type in FLEA21. So if you type in FLEA21, the Wonderside products will automatically be discounted in your shopping cart. So you want to make sure that you put that in there. So we do have in-store 20% off on Wonderside and online store 20% off on the Wonderside products. So you'll want to make sure that you keep up with that for sure. All right, let's see. Next on my list here, we have, I think some of you folks stopped in last month, and we still have a few more days left on our gold coin redemption. So if you shopped in store last month, No, we handed these out on St. Patty's Day. I had to figure out what day we had these. So we handed out we had a gold. There's a gold or a green coin. You have a little sticker on it. If you have one of these hiding out in your pocket or your wallet, or at the bottom of your purse, bring it in. You have until the 14th. So you have 4 more days to bring it in and get $5 off, $5 off your purchase. So bring your coin back in. If you were here on March 17th and made a purchase, you also have a coin. You want to bring that back in and redeem it. So you have until April 14th. So that's coming to an end here quick. All right, what else do we have going on? Next week is supposed to be tax day. That got bumped back, didn't it, Delilah? When did you say that?
May 15th.
Tax day is now May 15th, but we are going to pretend that is it Thursday?
Yes, the 15th.
Thursday, which is April 15th, is tax day. And on tax day, we do a 20% savings for our customers in store on all food. So if you need to stock up, if you need to get some food, if you're low on food, if you can make it till Thursday would be a great day to come in. You will get 20% off your food purchase on Thursday. So that is our tax day sale coming up.
In store.
That is in-store only. It is not for online. We'll have some other line promotions happening here over the next couple months where you can also have some savings. But the food sale is for in-store only and in stock. So what we have in stock. I know we'll have orders and shipments coming in Wednesday, so we should be fully stocked and ready to go for Thursday. All right, and then we have, did I pull that up? I think I did. So one other fun promotion we are doing right now, well, it's not really a promotion. It's kind of a feel-good thing. So we realized now that we have the bistro van, and we're driving around town and all that stuff, that we have a little bit more of a carbon footprint than maybe what we wanted to have. And I thought I had pulled it up. Hold on here. So we have, that's why. So we have, again, so last year we did it, and for every order placed online, so that is any curbside order, any delivery order, or any order that is for third-party shipping. So any order placed through our online store, we will plant a tree for the month of April and May. So we did this last year, and we planted 2,624 trees for all of our online orders. So that was phenomenal. I hope we can have the same success this year. I know last year was a little bit different. That was kind of in the beginning of the pandemic. So a lot of our customers were embracing the online store and placing orders online. I know we're back to in-store shopping. So we have a lot of our customers who, are coming back in and picking up their goods here in store, which is great as well. But any online order, again, that is curbside, local delivery, or third-party shipping, we will plant a tree. So you don't have to do anything at checkout. It's just automatic. At the end of May, we will go in and tally all of our online orders, see how many orders we have, and that is the exact amount of trees that we will plant in forests throughout the United States. So last year we teamed up with One Tree Planted. We're teaming up with them again here for this year, and we hope to have some awesome wild success. We realize that now that, again, like I said, we have the delivery van, we have a little bit more carbon footprint. So we're trying to do some things to offset driving around town and replenishing our national forests here in the United States. So just a really fun thing that we're doing to try and help support Mother Earth, along with obviously having reusable bags and continuing that trend. So along with our reusable bags, like I said, I know we have them half off this month, but this is kind of some really cool, fun things that maybe you don't think about when you use a reusable bag. I know Kroger and some of the other grocery stores are now allowing us to use these when we go back into the grocery store and do grocery shopping. I know during the pandemic up front, there was a lot of concern about how coronavirus was spread, and if it's on bags or if it's on your reusable bag, if you bring it from home, that might be a concern. But one reusable bag, one of these, actually takes place of 700 or more one-time plastic use bags. Did you know that?
No.
700. So one reusable bag is 700 or more one-time plastic use bags. So think about how many trips you make to the grocery store. And we all know we don't have like hefty paper bags anymore. We now have these like chintzy plastic bags that you're lucky if you get 2 or 3 items in before there's a slit in the side, or, you know, your product's poking out at the seam and you're worried about losing it. So you double bag it. You don't have to worry about that when you use a reusable bag. So that was something that we really took into consideration when we made our large, colorful bag, is that it was able to hold weight. It was able to hold frozen product and lots of cans. And it was, you know, you could use one bag and it was super sturdy, because we knew that if we didn't do that, you would need a lot of bags, or the handles would tear off, and we didn't want that problem to happen. The other thing that, along with the reusable bags, is you guys are great, and we have lots of transactions every year, and it saves probably, when I did this a couple years ago, it was upward of 50,000 plastic bags that were saved just at our one location. It's probably more than that now. I would say maybe at least double that. So just at our one location, that's how much less plastic we're putting back out into the community, or into the dumpster, or into the landfill, which, you know, it takes thousands of years sometimes for some of those bags to break down and actually decompose. So anytime you can be using a reusable bag, we really, really appreciate it. It's all of those great things that it does that helps reduce plastic waste in our landfills, and that get buried or end up in the woods or in the trees. I can't tell you, like right now, you can see how many balloons and like plastic bags are caught in your neighbor's tree. Maybe I'm the only one that pays attention to that. When there's like a bright red, like Mylar balloon flapping in a tree, it's pretty obvious right now because we don't have leaves on the tree just yet. So really cool initiative. And if you guys can participate, I totally, welcome it. Same thing with our reusable mugs and tumblers. If you guys picked up one of these guys, along with the metal straws, I know people used to laugh when, pre-pandemic, when Lewis and I would make trips out to the restaurant, I would either ask for no straw, or I would have one of these guys tucked in my purse, and Lewis would be like, oh God, here we go. And again, if I can save, if we can make, like, all of us make those little changes, it goes a long way. So I'm all about it. Let's see here. It looks like we have a couple questions. Jill says she's a mosquito magnet. Maybe that's a Jill thing. I'm also a mosquito magnet, and it makes me bonkers. So the second I get into like 5 or 6 mosquito bites, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going inside. I'm done. Yeah, I always joke with Lewis that we need to hang like one of those mosquito nets, like those like bed nets around the outdoor furniture, and I'd maybe hang out a little bit longer. But I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm out. Peace out. Once I get like annoyed 5 or 6 times, yes, Jill, I'm with you there. I just get out of the situation. I go back inside. I'll take my book back inside. Misty says, love the reusable bags. Yes, thank you. I know you have one. Teresa also, she has a reusable bag. It looks like she takes hers everywhere. It is fun. I'm sure you guys spot them out and about in town. I know my sister-in-law has seen them at Yates Cider Mill, and she actually lives over in Chesterfield. We do have customers all over. I know she has seen it in grocery stores and whatnot over in her area, so you may see them out and about as well. Teresa says, yes, some free advertisement. I appreciate that, Teresa. Absolutely. And you may also find a fellow Pet Beastro customer. I know when you see something like that, it's, we're still only one store, so it's kind of fun. It's like seeing the van. You're like, I know them. Tina says, yes. So our canvas bag can totally go in the wash. This one would be really easy to wash. Our other bag, I wouldn't put it in the wash, but you can definitely wipe it out. So I've had a glass jar break in it because my feisty cat took my bag and pushed it off the counter. Imagine that, cat's pushing something off the counter. And it had a glass like ball canning jar in it. And it cracked and broke. It didn't like completely shatter, but I did have little pieces. So I actually just took a wet paper towel. I dumped everything out, and then I took a wet paper towel and wiped it out. So on the colored bags, they do have kind of like a wax coating on them. So you can, and even on the inside, so you can definitely wipe these out. I've even had like if I've gone to the grocery store and picked up like chicken livers for my cats, or something like that, or even I've taken some stuff from here home that's been thawed. And if I get meat juice or something like that in there, you can take a damp rag and wipe it right out. So absolutely, that's pretty easy. Shannon says, sounds like I need to make a trip down there this month. Good flea and tick deals. Yes. It's her first year going all natural, and the tick posts I'm seeing already scare me. Yes. So again, keep working. I'm telling you, keep working on nutrition, keep working on building your pet's immune system, and fleas and ticks will be a thing of the past, or if you see them, it's going to be far and few between. But much rather have you use some all natural ingredients to start. Save the big guns, save the pesticides for if you have an infestation, or if you've already tried natural things and you've done baths and you still can't get rid of them. You could just do a one-time use of Frontline, or what's out there. I don't even know what's out there anymore. Resto. There's other things like, kind of your veterinary prescription, big guns. Flea and tick, use it if you need to, but try some of the other things first. I think it'll make a big difference. Fantastic. All right. Those were everything. That was everything on my list. Do we have any questions that I haven't answered? Do you guys have any questions that I need to answer? So we just kind of went over our April in-store specials. Wonderside is 20% off. I'm going to put the code back up for you. So if you go to our website, thepetbeastro.com, we do ship the Wonderside throughout the United States. So we can put it we could deliver it. We could ship it third party. We can have it for curbside. We have lots here in store to shop from as well. So the code for the 20% off is FLEA21. You'll want to put that in the discount code box, and then your Wonderside the discount will automatically come up in your shopping cart. We also have one other quick thing that just popped up in my little noodle is we have our Charlotte's Web Wednesdays for April. So if you didn't get a chance to watch our interview with Dr. Jen from Charlotte's Web last Wednesday, you can catch that replay here on Facebook or on YouTube. So every Wednesday at 10 a.m., Delilah is interviewing and talking with Charlotte's Web. So the next couple weeks is going to be Rick, who is our account manager, correct? Mm-hmm. And then the fourth week, we are back chatting with the naturopathic doctor, Dr. Jen, that's on staff at Charlotte's Web. Really great items. We're going to have an awesome discount savings on a product every Wednesday. So this past Wednesday was the balm. That was the Charlotte's Web, their topical balm, which I love. And then we have some of their oils and their treats and their human products that we'll have on special every Wednesday for the next couple weeks. So Delilah is going to be interviewing them live every Wednesday at 10 a.m., but you can always catch a replay. So if you aren't able to join us live at 10, you can catch it at your convenience as well. All right. Oh, looks like Ellen doesn't have a question, but she just has some nice comments. So Ellen says that she's grateful for all that we're talking about and doing our part. Each person makes a difference. That is so true. And when you share, people do listen. If one person makes a small change, it all adds up. So true. I'm still like flabbergasted that one reusable bag is equivalent to 700 one-time plastic use bags. There's some really staggering numbers. If you guys go and just do a quick Google search, like, the benefits of using one reusable bag, you could do like a quick Google search, and there's tons of information and statistics about what reusable bags can do and how earth friendly they are. So there's just lots of cool stuff. And of course, I know some of us are like reusable bag junkies. So when you come across one that's fun and colorful, you got to have it. You can't not have it, right? Especially from your favorite pet store. So yes, absolutely great deal on them this month. All right, Dalila, did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we will be back next Saturday again for another Saturday Night Live. Do you remember what we're talking about next week? I know we got some hairball stuff coming up. That's always fun, right? For all our cat owners. We have some hairball. What else do we have? Did we blog about? Dalila doesn't remember what she blogged about.
It's all a blur.
It's Blur's Day. She's checking her notes real quick. So I know we have some hairballs that we're going to be talking about, and we have some anxiety stuff. I know, can you guys believe it? Like thunderstorms and fireworks are around the corner. Dalila and I have been working behind the scenes, putting together your next snack box, or it's not really a snack box, anti-anxiety box, I suppose. I know we have a fun name for it, but I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. We're gonna keep that secret for a little bit longer, a couple more weeks. But we have some awesome deals coming up on helping your dog get through thunderstorms and fireworks. I know it's right around the corner. What else was on your list there? What else do we have? I know there's one other thing we blogged about. It's just not coming to me.
I think it was just the hairballs and tax day,
Tax day. Okay, yeah, we talked about tax day sales.
Yeah.
So perfect. All right, guys. If you're catching this on replay, make sure you hashtag replay. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead, put them in there. Even if it's on replay, we'll catch them. We'll make sure we get them answered. I know Dalila's been going through in here and answering some of the questions that you guys have had tonight. They've all been great. I'm so glad you've been able to join me tonight. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. It's about the same time, 7:15. Or I'm sure we'll see you before then. We might see you at the Charlotte's Web interview. We might see you for the tax day sale. We might see you in the next couple days to redeem your St. Patty's Day gold coin for your $5 off. We might see your online order. So what an awesome deal if you get 20% off on your Wonderside, and we'll plant a tree for your order. So that's pretty cool. But if you guys have any questions, we're more than happy to help. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye.